Oh, I've honestly, the moderators as well. Everybody has been helping out tons. Thank you so much. Now, without further ado, time to reveal the next GM. Who could it be?
Who is it?
Oh, it's
not
me. Oh, wow. I had no idea. JK. I chose the game. This is a match that matters, so I thought a lot about what I want to do. And you know, I always go back to my roots, and by my roots, I mean games that I've played recently-ish. And so, you know, obviously, Infogrames was a huge inspiration for me. We've had this game before in some ways. We've got the Smurfs hopping in and having some fun. So, do you know the Smurfs for Super Nintendo? Have you played this at all?
I have played this, and I've made
nice.
Gauntlet states for it. It's not good.
No, it's not.
You think it might be good because the graphics look decent and the music's not bad. But the gameplay is awful.
That's what I love about Infogrames. Like, the quality of art is usually inversely proportional, or it's opposite of the quality of gameplay. And this game looks relatively nice. It's inverse.
Yes, I think we've had this right in the last 3 tournaments.
Yeah, I just love it though, Corndan. I'm just in love with the Smurfs for Super Nintendo. And Tintin for Super Nintendo, but, you know, I can't give Tintin out anymore. Everybody knows it's coming.
Well, it's true.
You know what? The strange thing with Infogrames is that they made games for... A lot of the times they ported to both the Super Nintendo and the Game Boy. And the Game Boy versions always end up incredibly better than the Super Nintendo versions. Like, these are so bad.
Well, it's because the Game Boy versions have to focus on the gameplay because they can't make good graphics. Right, not to say that Game Boy graphics are bad.
No,
right, but
it looks good. Honestly, the Game Boy graphics are pretty impressive, especially for that era. Yeah. Like, I would borderline say that the Game Boy versions of Infogrames games look almost a little bit better than the Super Nintendo version. And the music's almost always better. I don't know, everything's better. I'm very opinionated with my Infogrames games. Still, their best game is objectively Alone in the Dark, which I've been playing recently. It's a blast. I love it.
Alone in the Dark is pretty good.
I also love all the clips through walls. It's beautiful.
Have you gone through all the walls yet, basically?
Not all of them. I was trying to find a way to sort of end the game early, but it looks like I really haven't found anything. Well, no, I found nothing useful. How about that?
So how far, right, given that we've had this in, a couple times around, how far do you think they're going to get in the Smurfs here?
I don't know if we're going to see a first password in this game. I think we'll see a first password, we won't see a second one. I'm pretty dang sure.
Which is a shame, because the second one gets us to my favorite stage in this game.
Which one?
And by favorite, I mean the most awful one. The sledding stage.
Oh my gosh, the sledding stage is so beautiful. I don't think we're going to see that stage. Like, in
I don't think we're going
theory,
to
we might be able to. Oh, no. Okay, we've got Smurf music. The Fizz, thank you for hosting, and again, congratulations today. Thank you so much for playing.
So...
Okay, I'm letting them know. Get to the title screen. Let me know when they are ready to roll. Okay, I think that everyone is ready to roll, so if you can, get all of your emotes ready to spam. There are mushrooms, there are Smurfs, there's water, if you have any water of any kind. Spam that. What else shows up?
Fruit, raspberries.
Yeah, raspberries.
And
Anything blue colored. If you have blue emotes, spam those right now. I am doing the countdown. Spam away, everybody. Yeah, look at all those butts. That's what I like to see. Butts. Aw, such good sports. Okay, as soon as I see movement in the first stage, I will be starting our timer, and here we go. So, what can you... Kusogr4nde, you've played a little bit of this, then.
I have.
Okay, how much?
I made it past the first password, and then I loaded up some of the other passwords right when we just decided to make a gauntlet stage.
Oh, yeah. We've already had some death, by the way. Mikey died. So, as is typical with Infogrames games, you have no attack and everything kills you.
Yep. The big issue in this game is the puddles of water. Puddles of water are lethal, guys.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
So what everyone tries to do on the puddles of water is walk on them.
But that ends up causing you to slip. Oh, Wolf, death by snail. I love that your fellow Smurfs just murder you because you're trying to go somewhere.
Because they like flinging rocks, the snail.
Now, the thing with the puddles of water is that you can jump on them, but you kind of have to do a little bit of a weird jump. What you have to do is when you jump, stop moving horizontally before you land. If you do, you'll land without sliding. If you don't, you just slide and usually run into an obstacle.
Yeah, as long as long as you have no horizontal movement when you're on the puddle, you're fine.
Wolf going into one of the doors. I don't know if any of the other players really have found out that doors are entrances.
Szechuan Steve has.
Okay. Wolf desperately trying to not die here. Ooh, taking damage. Just gotta run after you get hit. Okay, Mikey, I think, has had to start the first level over again. KM is really considering something. Probably the levels of regret that come with this game. Like, this game is irrationally hard.
It's also deceptive.
Yeah.
Because you kind of go, this can't be that bad. Right? Like, it looks good, it plays alright, like, the controls are fair. Right? So you look at this, you go, man, it must just be me.
No.
Right? Like, well, and it's not, right? But you almost just want to say, like, everything, you know, I just don't know the level yet, or I don't know X, Y, Z, right? No, the game's really out to get you, and you know, so it's bad in that respect.
Oh, yeah. Everything is death.
It's almost like Stockholm Syndrome, just because you're like, well, can't be that bad, right?
Yeah, I mean, with how bright, cheery, happy all of this is, like, you feel like you should be able to just blast through these areas. But no, Wolf finding out that death is behind every Smurf.
It's their polite way of telling you that you don't belong here.
Oh yeah, by killing you? So polite.
Yeah.
By the way, the players need to take first or second in order to have a chance of moving into the bracket. The person who takes first will move on. The person who takes second will be moving on to a tiebreaker. Oh my gosh. Okay, nobody has beaten the first stage. Oh wait, Szechuan Steve has. We get a little taste of the forest here. Yeah, I am not requiring players to play on hard. They're playing on medium difficulty.
That's probably for the best.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, when it comes to infogrames, the difficulty isn't really too important. Because the game, even on easy, is going to destroy you. Oh, Mikey! Cherry on the head! Definitely is painful.
I think those are apples.
They might be apples. I don't know. I don't know, they're really small apples compared to the mushrooms.
Well...
Yeah, I'm just trying to think because, like, the thing is, even though the first levels in this game are definitely challenging enough, the later levels just get so out of control. Like, I think we're going to see the Black Smurfs later on, and those just wreck the players. I'm so excited for that because they're not going to be happy. I do like the music in this game, though. It's very, very appropriate for this. Or are they anti-Smurfs? Okay. Have I ever finished this game? Oh, no. Not at all. I don't even know how far I've gotten. I've got decently far in this game. So yeah, actually, it's pretty cool to see that 3 out of 4 players have made it to the second level. Oh, 4 out of 4 players, it looks like. Everybody's made progress. Yeah, okay, just to clarify for chat, you can go ahead and spoil whatever. I'm trying not to spoil too much about the surprises that come in the future just because they're really funny.
Well, we want you to experience the game as well if you've never seen it.
Oh, yeah.
Right, you just don't have to play it.
Yeah, but yeah, you are welcome to go ahead and talk about the match, things that happen. Just make sure that you're not ruining the fun, and you can talk about whatever. If you ruin fun, I'll kick you in the face. It's true, I've got a good kick, Kusogr4nde. I'll have to stretch a little bit first.
A little bit.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Cadus does have the good spoiler. The game has passwords. They're spread way too far apart.
Yeah, that's like Infogrames' thing, though. They're like, yeah, let's put passwords in there and make it so that you have to play a good 3 or 4 hours in order to get to the next password.
Pretty much.
Like, honestly, I'm thinking of some of the Tintin games. They took like 12, 15 hours to beat. They're not very long games, but they're incredibly difficult. I think that this game is a little bit easier to start off with than the Tintin games.
I think it's more approachable, yeah.
Yeah.
So right. Since we were talking about the apple size or cherries or whatever those are in those mushroom size, let's talk about those in comparison to the size of a porcupine.
Porcupines are small.
But are they, like, tinier than apples?
Well, no. You know what? Maybe they're like mini hedgehogs. Which hedgehogs are already small, so you get a miniature hedgehog smaller than a Smurf. There you go. We figured it out. Oh, I've never been a fan of the Smurfs music. I just don't really like Smurfs. I don't get the appeal.
This is not the worst Smurf game, though, out there.
No, there are others.
Like that ColecoVision Smurfs game that we made someone play.
Oh, that one's better than this. I love that one. I'm trying to think. There are some other ones, Smurfs Nightmare, but I feel like that one's a collectathon. There's also Smurfs 2 on Super Nintendo, also a collectathon, and I'm just not the biggest fan of collectathons when a lot of the levels are very similar. But that one at least has some pretty good troll moments, the Super Nintendo one.
So, we're seeing here, 3 of them are on this tree climb. When I played it, this one took me longer than it should, not because it's super difficult, but because, like, all of the jumps are so, like, perfect.
And then you have this stupid squirrel in the tree who's like, hey, you know what? You're trying to do basic platforming, let me murder you real quick. And, I don't know, it's very annoying. It's not...
And you have to wait for the stupid leaf to come down to bounce through everything, right? Which means he's gonna hit you.
Oh, yeah. It's still not as bad as the sewer climb in... what is it? Bartman Meets Radioactive Man. I think that is pretty much my bar for the worst climbing section similar to this.
I really hope that there's a video game award first climbing section similar to this. That's exactly how the
Oh my gosh. Corn Dad. I'll give you an award. Best Dan that is made of corn.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah.
So I guess one thing we haven't really talked about here, because I don't remember the exact number, I do remember it being stupid, right, is when you collect the leaves, right, the leaves function, so many leaves gives you one. You'd expect it to be like 100 or something like that, and I don't remember what it is, but I remember the number to be kind of odd.
It's it might
like
be 20
30 or something like that.
20 or 30, yeah. And there's sarsaparilla leaves? Okay. I remember there's one Smurf game that, depending on how many leaves you have, it determines how high you can jump. I don't think this is it. But that one was weird. I didn't like it. Oh yeah, Szechuan Steve, moving on to level 3. This is where the game gets real. It's the bridge, and considering that you have to conserve lives up until this point, oh, this level is brutal. I expect us to see some game overs because of this level. Okay, watch Szechuan Steve.
Yep, saw that one. So what you're supposed to do is jump on the birds. The birds are like the winged Buzzy Beetle in Super Mario World. Right, they drop down and every time you jump up, they'll go back up.
This is such a good
so
game.
You're basically supposed to like bounce back and forth off of those and that'll cross.
It's so bad. Like, this game is not made for humans. Oh, Szechuan Steve took the bait and went after the berries that give an extra health. But unfortunately, if you do that, you do have to platform back and usually take more damage than it's worth.
It's pretty much the worst.
This level is so bad. Doe Wolf taking a bit of a breather. I can't necessarily blame Doe Wolf. Probably pausing and either gonna reset or just needs a small break. Let's see. Okay. He's back. He's got mouse strats. Taking a death. It looks like Steve and Mikey are both on the bridge section.
And they've both taken the bait.
Everybody takes it, though. Like, you think that this game is going to be nice, but no. It's pure evil. Oh, what happened?
Szechuan Steve getting to that end, landing on the that middle section, landing on the platform, and having the platform fall out from.
Yeah. Falling platforms, that can definitely be a problem. Now, Szechuan Steve is a little bit too low to actually get to the end, so he's going to have to use these birds. Okay, almost. Oh my gosh. It's so stressful watching.
Yeah, this is it's the worst.
I love this. Come on, Steve. Can you do it? Oh, he got it. Oh. Oh yeah, there is a timer in this game. I forgot to mention that. It's not extremely fast, but it is relevant, and it can definitely throw a wrench in people's plans. Hey, KM is going to be moving on to the bridge. It looks like Szechuan Steve is to the Black Forest. This, every level I feel is precious in this game, and this level is not an exception. Okay, because guess what? This introduces a new mechanic, which Szechuan Steve is going to find out really quickly.
The Black Smurf?
It's called Insta-Death.
Yep.
Oh, I love it so much. Oh yeah, you touch that Smurf, if he bites you, you instantly die because you turn into one of the corrupted Smurfs, and yeah, it's problematic.
True.
Oh, Mikey taking a death. Oh my gosh. Was there a password after the bridge, or is there no password yet?
No, there's no password until you fight the one Black Smurf boss.
Oh yeah.
Right, which is the worst because you get to this point in here and it's like instant death everywhere.
There's so much death. Like, seriously, these Smurfs, these infected Smurfs just show up and destroy you. The flies are insta-death. The Smurfs are insta-death. Like, it's... Oh, there goes Szechuan Steve.
Yep.
Trying to kill one of the Smurfs, but unfortunately not managing to. And that is a full game over. He's going to be... That's going to be starting over. He typed in Discord saying there are going to be passwords, right?
Supposedly there will be passwords.
He's very not happy with how that went. Mikey getting to the end of stage 3, moving on to Act 4. Oh, Doe Wolf falling into the pit. Doe Wolf's been having a hard time with this second stage. Like, which I can't necessarily blame him, there are some people who manage to get the hang of platformers really quickly, especially dumb platformers like this. I'm not one of them. I struggled with this stage pretty long.
I don't think I struggled with it as much on this. I definitely struggled with
which one?
The bridge.
Oh, okay. Yeah, occasionally you're cutting out a little bit, so I'm just asking
we'll
to make sure.
Yes. No, I struggled on the bridge because I took the bait multiple times.
Aha. It's there. It's 1 health, but you're probably going to die or at least lose that health by the time you get back to where you were before. Are these
Pretty
baby...
much.
hedgehogs, sure.
They could be. Might explain why they're so small.
By the way, Mikey is doing fairly well in the Black Forest. Oh, never mind. That's game over. Oh. This game is nothing but joy. Pure joy.
I love the other comment in Discord.
Wolf, by the way, is having a bit of a hard time making some of these jumps. I wonder why, because other people didn't really seem to struggle. Do you have to hold run in order to jump high?
Maybe.
I think so. I don't know if Wolf knows you can run.
Did you tell him?
No. Why would I tell them?
I don't think Wolf knows, because I'm not seeing him run.
It's a platformer in the 90s. There is like a 95% chance that you can run. That's one of the biggest things that you should be trying for, definitely. Yeah, the thing is, Wolf is one of the only ones, well, maybe some others figured out doors, but, you know, he's figured out how to go indoors. He can figure out run. You know what? This is... No, I am not giving any hints at all. Here's the reason. This match matters. And people who can figure out the controls definitely will have a leg up. They need to take first or second in order to make progress here. And giving an advantage to one player by helping them out with one mechanic, even though they figured out some of the other mechanics before other players, just wouldn't be fair.
That's fair. And it's not like none of them have figured it out.
Oh no, multiple players have figured out jump, or run. I would say at least, like, the other three have figured it out. See, I like Wolf, but I have to remain impartial. Which is hard sometimes. Corndan.
I know. But hopefully we'll see progress back at with the Black Smurfs here pretty soon.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Mikey is running. The thing is, your sprite doesn't change at all when you run, so I think it might be that's causing Wolf to think that the speeds are all one. You know, that there's no change.
Possible.
So, all you video game designers out there, if you just change the sprite a little bit when people are running, it'll be easier to realize that they've done something to change the mechanics. Just a little information there. I wouldn't call it a fatal flaw, but it's a tiny flaw.
Sure.
Even if you speed up the walking animation, that would help.
Well, you know, I've seen old school animation where that's what they did. The run animation was just the walking animation, but faster.
Yeah. It looks like Szechuan Steve tried to get a star but died. That didn't...
I don't even remember what the stars do in this.
They're cool. They're shiny.
Okay.
I don't remember. I tried to find a manual, couldn't find it. Oh, that's right. Apparently you do get a bonus if you get stars. I don't remember what the bonuses are, though.
I don't know either.
Ah, they give extra time per Nikakion. That may be true. I think if Wolf learns how to run, he's going to be able to beat this stage relatively quickly, but you gotta learn that. You don't learn run, you don't make
I think you
progress.
actually have to know how to run to beat the stage.
Yeah. So he'll figure it out, maybe. I mean, we've had Bangera stuck in a room for 2 hours.
It's because you're a jerk.
Look, it's Rockman X. The game's a jerk, not me. Like, DeWolf knows that there has to be a way to get up there. This is killing me. It's killing me, Smalls.
Just start hitting all the other buttons, DeWolf. You can do this. I mean, while we've been trying to get DeWolf to finish the level, all 3 of the other runners have made it back to the tree climb.
Sorry, you cut off there. They're what now?
All 3 of the other runners have made it back to the vertical tree climb.
Yes.
Right, while DeWolf has been trying to figure out how to run.
Hey, it looks like KM is moving on to the bridge. The bridge, I think once you know where to go, the bridge isn't too bad. It still can end with death, but, you know, I think KM might be able to get through it relatively quickly. You just need to make sure that you maintain enough lives that you can figure out the stage after. That's the most difficult thing about this, because it both maintains the number of lives that you have as well as your current health. So if you...
Yes.
Like, taking damage in one stage has long-term consequences. It can be rough. Okay, DeWolf is sitting there trying to figure something out.
I'm pretty sure that this is the DeWolf Memorial mushroom area.
Oh no. It may be, as a matter of fact. Yeah, the most important thing, like, I think DeWolf is trying out some other mechanics here. You just need to make sure that your buttons are working, that you are pushing different buttons. Always try something new. You can do it, DeWolf. I've got faith.
Did they get a manual? Of course not.
I looked for one, I didn't see one, so I provided them nothing.
And by look, we mean he probably looked for about 4 seconds.
Yeah. The thing is, you know, sometimes I like the experience of you just pick up a cart at your grandma's house. You're like, oh, Smurfs. My grandma has the Smurfs video game. You sit down for an hour and try playing it, you know. She has nothing. She got it at a garage sale because she knew kids were going to come over and try to play games. And she's like, I bought it like some bulk video games for you kids. And you just have to figure out what to do. That's what this experience is. It's the grandma's basement experience. Okay, yeah, DeWolf is experimenting with controls right now. He just needs to experiment before moving on. What an evil grandma. Yeah, grandma's a jerk. Wolf doesn't have a grandma? Oh no. I don't know. Szechuan Steve, by the way, is back to the Black Forest, fighting the infected Smurfs as well as the mosquitoes. It's kind of terrifying. Now, here's the deal, Kusogr4nde. This is a hint that I would give to people who are watching, but not necessarily those who are playing. When a game is licensed, you can usually assume that some things were designed to some level. So Wolf does see that there are these mushroom platforms there. There has to be a way to get up there. There has to be a mechanic in game that lets you do it.
Oh, 100%. And does sprinting make you jump higher? And the answer is yes.
Oh, for sure. It does. I don't think you even have to sprint in order to jump higher. You just have to hold the sprint button. Okay, we are half an hour in. Everybody else has managed to figure out that mechanic. Yeah, the biggest question is, how do you miss that there's a run button? But we have seen multiple people miss that in matches before. Like, even for NES games, which just my instinct when I play an NES game is hold B to see if I run. And then if I don't, hold A to see if it's designed like Bart versus the World. Because that's your run button.
Right, yeah.
Aha, Szechuan Steve has figured out how to pick up the springs because, yes, you can.
But now Szechuan Steve needs to figure out how to bounce higher.
Wolf trying pause strats. You just have to hold down Y. That's all you have to do. Hold down Y, push B to jump. You do that, you're good.
Jeff, for this first set of areas, we are Hefty Smurf, right? And I think we're Brainy Smurf, and I forget who the third one we are later. Probably Doofus Smurf.
I have no idea. But no player has gotten a password quite yet. It's not a huge surprise 32 minutes in.
Yeah, Bomb Present Smurf, that one.
Yeah, this game is not short. It looks like somebody is showing up in chat who played this as a kid. They never finished it. Yeah, it is a rude game. It's so hard. Oh my gosh, just hold run. Hold run. This is what... Oh my gosh.
This is the Wolf Memorial log at this point in time.
Teardrops. Teardrops all over the place. You know, all of the players are having their own struggles with this game. Like, this isn't the worst struggle I've ever seen.
I just find it interesting that this game is being a huge struggle this time around compared to the last time. So what's the farthest level one player managed to go tonight? It's right now.
Yeah, they've made to level 4. Act 4.
Oh man, tonight's gonna be so good. Getting the oven ready for pizza.
Ooh, pizza!
Homemade pizza.
Oh, I was gonna say pizza on a bagel?
Yes.
Okay.
If by bagel you mean homemade pizza dough. The Smurfs pizza.
I don't want Smurf on my pizza, okay? I'm gonna pass on that corn, Dan. Because, gross.
Well, I mean, Smurfing could be anything. In my case, it's cheese.
Yeah, I'm wondering if Wolf just doesn't have the run button bound. The thing is, we always tell people, check controls, make sure everything is bound correctly. You know, we let them do a 30-second control test. Yes, I didn't give them a list of controls, but it's something that you should be able to figure out if you have everything bound correctly. I'm a little bit concerned that maybe he doesn't, but that's how things go.
I guess I'm confused too why you wouldn't have one of the face buttons on a Super Nintendo controller.
Yeah, I would probably, like, if I didn't know for sure, I would probably test out on a different game for the same platform just to make sure everything feels like it's working right. Okay, Wolf on to stage 2.
Right, because, I mean, especially with this, I would 100%...
Oh, we've got the boss on Szechuan Steve's side.
We do.
Yeah, it's not a nice boss.
Not one bit.
However, if Steve can beat this boss, he will be getting a password.
Yeah, this boss is pretty stupid. Right, the boss on its own would be bad enough. The boss with the
insta-kill Smurfs, it's a little painful. Yeah, the biggest thing is that these Smurfs are just hopping towards you and are ready to destroy you. Aha! Szechuan Steve making some progress. And the boss is getting close to going down.
Yep.
Just don't get touched. Oh my gosh, the boss moved right at the last second. Szechuan Steve has... Oh, there we go. The boss is dead.
The key.
Gotta grab the key and go unlock a cage. Bam! There we go. Second Smurf has been discovered. So Steve is definitely making some progress here.
Come on, Wolf, you can make it.
Wolf! Szechuan Steve definitely has the lead at getting the password and moving on to the next stage. People are asking, did he write it down? I believe with Infogrames games, as long as you don't reset, even if he didn't write it down, it will likely be there. So hopefully he wrote it down, but not a run breaker if he didn't.
Yeah, but... So, my strategy for anything like this is I always print screen to get to the latest password. just to be on the safe side.
Yeah, Mikey has 5 lives moving on to the climbing section here. Honestly, keeping as many lives as you can in order to face the Black Forest is a good idea. Honestly, just take it a little bit slower than you normally would. Slow and steady, that's the biggest thing, because if you're not going slow enough, it can be problematic. It looks like... Just to help with conversion, Jeff is asking what is the timer. I think it's 5/3 of a tim per second in this game. Oh no, Mikey taking damage.
It might be 2 tims.
Yeah, it might be 2 tims. It's either it either takes 5 or 6 real seconds, somewhere in there. Yeah, the timer is super slow. Like, honestly, I think that with this game, compared to other Infogrames games, the timer is actually really fine. You're not going to run out of time most of the time.
Yeah, I don't think I ever ran out of time.
I think on harder difficulties, the timer goes down faster. That's how it is with Tintin. And it can be extremely brutal, as in you have to play the level almost perfectly in order to avoid running out of time. Like, it's so bad. Because Professor Calculus just comes out of nowhere, is like, time's up and you're dead. Grim Reaper of Calculus. That's who he is.
I mean, yes.
Okay, there we go. Mikey moving on to stage 3 with 5 lives. That is definitely going to be helpful. It looks like Szechuan Steve is delivering presents to ghosts. Even ghosts have birthdays. They also have death days.
That's true.
Yeah.
So which one would you celebrate more as a ghost?
I'd probably do Death Day, just to keep the sort of emo vibe going there. You know.
Well, I think that's a good call. Or I guess it depends, right? Happy.
You know, I think that either of them would be fun to celebrate. I'd celebrate both. Just celebrate every holiday you can as a ghost. You're already dead, so why does it matter? Just party all the time.
Also fair.
Is Tintin a good Infogrames game? Power46 is asking. And I would say the Game Boy versions, yes. The Super Famicom, Super Nintendo versions, no.
I mean, I guess I would say if you're looking for, is this a good example of like the typical Infogrames stuff? Then yes, the Super Nintendo ones are very Infogrames.
Yes.
Right, if you're looking for actual, like, playable, fun games, the Game Boy Color versions are much better.
Wolf, please discover run. Please. There's a run button. Ah! Oh my gosh, okay. It's fine. It's fine, I just need to calm my butt. Oh, Wolf into the pit. You just have to think, this game has collectibles higher up. You can definitely get them. Like, if it's not bootleg, odds are you can collect the collectibles. Okay, Mikey is trying to get through the Black Forest. Okay, I'm getting some correction here. Per Nikakion, 25 stars will warp you to a bonus level. 24 leaves will give you an extra life. Or 25, 24, 25, something like that.
Something like that.
And there goes Dolewolf into the pit.
"20 minutes left to go find the run button."
Oh my gosh. Yeah, we've got 15 minutes left. There's... I hope... Gordon, I hope... This, by far, though, is not the first time we've had this happen. It won't be the last. This is how some of the matches go on occasion. Beep, 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 beep. What beautiful music. So good.
The music is so good in this game. I love it.
I actually really like it. Like, not... Like, there are plenty of games that weren't Europe only that had music that was... I don't know. There are a lot of games that could have used music this awesome.
Oh, 100%. It's so good at setting the ambiance on every single level.
I agree. Every level gets its own vibe here.
You know what other game also does a really good job of that kind of surprises me?
What?
The Garfield game we've had on here from the Genesis.
Oh, yeah. I like that game.
I mean, it's not good, but the music does a really good job of setting everything just so.
Okay, Dolewolf is just checking.
Oh, come on, Dolewolf, you can do it. Gotta watch it.
Okay, I am doing something that I have done on occasion in Discord. I am allowing... I am allowing them to ask one question. Dolewolf asked, is there a way to double jump? Oh, that is not the right question. I said no, there is not a way to double jump. And now he got up!
He got up!
And he's like, how did I do that? Oh, he is very upset. He is so upset.
Upset doesn't begin to describe.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, to be fair, if I were him, I'd be upset too.
Does he know how to run now? Oh, he knows it! He knows! I'm dying. My heart is dying. I am so sad. Oh my gosh. Okay. Hey, Mikey is to the boss. Oh, well, DeWolf knows there technically is a possibility that he could catch up. The levels are not long. It's just so difficult. He went 47 minutes without knowing how to run. Yes.
That's how.
Welcome to Kusogr4nde. I know, granting a question after 50 minutes. I'm so sad. I just had to, like, at least... I had to Corndead. I don't think DeWolf can move out of 4th place, but I had to at least give a little bit of...
We want progress.
And also, to be fair, the question he asked didn't help.
Nope.
And all of the other questions, let me read the other questions here.
The other questions are great as well for...
Yeah, sorry. Let me go ahead and take a look. What are the other questions? Is this game butts? We answered yes. KM asked why, and we said... Did I say yes or no for that one? I said no. And Szechuan Steve asked, is it over yet? And I said no. This is just bad Mario. Yeah, I kind of agree with that. This is definitely bad Mario. Just can't squish everything. It's like the porcupines are the spiny enemies. Hey, I do want you to know, though, Mikey has made a significant amount of progress here. You do not have to hold down to damage things that you jump on. It's just that some things do not take damage. Yeah, this is in Fantasia. Which, by the way, when we've had Fantasia, I didn't tell people about that.
Yeah, not one bit.
They just have to figure it out or read the manual. Yeah, 2 people have gotten a password in this game. I'd say that's pretty significant. Technically, KM and DeWolf could manage to catch up. I don't think it's going to happen, though. It's likely going to be Szechuan Steve and Mikey moving to the possibility of making it into the bracket.
More likely than not.
Yeah, holding down to stop on enemies is like the worst thing. Oh yeah, Captain Novolin is the same thing. You do have to jump on enemies and you have to hold down to jump on them. Because, thank you, Captain Novolin. Oh, DeWolf, no!
No! Ow.
Yeah, one thing, by the way, pro strats for people who are watching, one thing that you can do is watch the demo and see what they do. If it looks like they've got mechanics that you don't have, odds are you just have not tried everything.
My favorite demos, though, are the ones that are programmed badly, and so they fail in the demo.
Oh yeah, like Wizard of Oz for Super Nintendo. What? I think I think the demo in some cases lives for about 3 seconds.
My favorite one, just because it's interesting, is in the demo for Pilot Wings. Depending on which version of the game you have, they fixed one of the chips, and so the demo originally worked, and then when they fixed it, the demo crashes the plane.
Oh, I love it. It's so funny. Yeah, I fully agree with Wolf trying to rush. He knows how to run now. Honestly, you know, we're under 5 minutes left. They've
and he
got
knows
to
he's
push.
behind.
There's the exit. Very nice. Wolf making it onto the climbing section. This section is a little bit rough. Honestly, I think it takes most people a few tries before they can successfully do it. I wouldn't be surprised if we see 1 or 2 lives get burned here. But it's still better than Bartman versus Radioactive Man. Still 100%. So here's what I'm thinking. Szechuan Steve is getting to the end of the ghost level. I don't think anybody is going to pass him. Szechuan Steve is likely going to be moving on to the bracket. Mikey has made enough progress that there's a good chance that he could make it there as well. He's just going to be entering a tiebreaker in order to do that. Yeah, Szechuan Steve has 7 lives. It's pretty nuts. Did KM give up? I do not believe so.
Maybe. Right, in Discord, right, there's a comment, I've resorted to punish Hefty.
Yeah. Okay, he actually is doing one last try, it looks like. Mikey just waiting for his opportunity with the present. I love that this Smurf just has to carry presents everywhere. It's like, you know, I imagine if you died and you went to Hades, this might be his punishment. Have to carry a present at arm's length in front of you at all times. Can you imagine the back pain?
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
So, is it possible for Wolf to catch up? Yeah, maybe. Probably not, with like 2.5 minutes left.
I don't know if it would be possible at this point. Maybe no, because we've got the bridge next. And then the Black Forest, I just think there's no possibility at this point.
I think it's all locked.
Yeah, let's go ahead and say, okay, here's the possibility. You get condemned. You're given a few options. One of them getting poked for eternity. The other one playing video games for eternity. But the only video game that you get is the Smurfs by Infogrames.
I mean, I would get really good at the Smurfs.
I think I would take... Is boot to the head an option? Sure, I'll give that an option. Boot to the head for eternity.
I might take the boot to the head.
Like,
but if my other options are anything else, I might take the Smurfs.
I think I would probably take the Smurfs. You know, it's everything would definitely get old. I think eternity is a long time. I'm pretty sure I could find something entertaining with the Smurfs. On occasion.
So I'm curious as now as why we're at rusted out helmets.
At least the music's good. The music is pretty decent. Okay, you have to choose between the Smurfs, Mohawk and Headphone Jack, or all of the RoboCop games in existence, except for the one that was yesterday. They for some reason, because it was never actually published, all of the licensed RoboCop games that got published. What would you take out of that group? It's a very difficult decision. Time! It is time. I hit the timer, but it didn't stop. Trust me on that. We are officially done with this match. Szechuan Steve definitely takes the victory. Mikey second, KM third, and Wolf coming in fourth. It was definitely a little bit of a case of too little too late for Wolf. Just not learning to run until the very end is unfortunate. But that is the way that the game goes. Welcome to Kusogr4nde. Sometimes you have the controls, sometimes you just have to figure them out yourself. Mikey definitely showing off this Smurf. What a creepy guy. Yeah, it looks like people are not super happy with this game.
No, yeah, you are, they might hate you almost as much as Dana hated me for Rockman X4.
Look, here's the deal. Last Kusogr4nde, we had somebody rage quit the entire tournament because of this game. Like, I'm not even kidding you. And
know,
they
great.
swore at me, and I haven't seen them since. It was too good. So, like, that's what happens with Smurfs. Hello, Szechuan Steve. Congratulations.
Hello. Thank you.
Yeah, so, what are your thoughts about this game?
I mean, once I got the hang of the controls, actually, some of the levels were kind of fun. There was a lot of janky mechanics. That level with the ghosts was just, I don't know how you can get through that without taking a hit. That was ridiculous. But overall, I mean, I've played worse. This wasn't that bad.
Yeah. Now, mind you, I was just telling people that I did have somebody rage quit on me one time because of this game. They swore at me, and they quit the server immediately because of this game. It was kind of magical.
Yeah, sounds like it.
So, honestly, I think this game brings out a lot of emotions. You're saying that, like, towards the end, it felt kind of playable?
I think once I got past that first, I guess, checkpoint, getting the first password, I was, like, in a better place, a better mindset. But up to that point, I'm like, where are the passwords? This is ridiculous. Like, one continue. I just felt like I was gonna, just...
Like,
just
because
totally
it feels like
tilted.
such a huge setback every time you got a game over.
Absolutely.
Like, Infogrames games are kind of that way, that they bring out all the emotions, but once you get that password, you feel pretty amazing.
Rejuvenated, yeah.
Yeah, so is there anything... Like, you did say that some of the level designs were pretty interesting, and I'm glad that the game actually does have different levels all throughout.
Yeah, it's a nice variety. Auto-scroller kind of levels and platformer, it's like the one with like you're climbing the tree, with the timing with the falling leaves as platforms. There's a lot of interesting mechanics in it. There's a lot of stuff that you have to kind of figure out, like moving those springs. I had no idea you can pick up those springs.
Yeah,
that was interesting. I thought I got soft locked in that tree trunk. That was really weird. I don't know. I have no words for that.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm trying to think. I think there's a hidden exit to the tree trunk. It's been
like
a while.
It was like to the right of the tree trunk. I'm trying to go up the tree trunk, and you could just like barely reach the top. But if you go a little bit to the right, there's just, I guess, just empty, open floor there. That's very weird. But I'm glad I got out of that.
Yeah, I'm glad that you were able to as well. That's one thing about this game. Like, the way that we kind of played it today was the idea that, hey, you're visiting your grandma. She has a game that you've never played. It has no instruction manual. Just jump into it and good luck. Yeah, and you were able to figure out quite a few of the mechanics that needed to happen in there. So yeah, fantastic job. I think that honestly, you should give some of the future levels a shot, especially the snowboarding one, or not the snow.
Yeah, I saw that the Mode 7, that snow level, that looked really interesting. I saw that in the demo at the title screen.
It's a pain. You'll die a bunch.
It's the worst.
It looked like it.
It's the worst until you figure out how to get through it. That seems like the name of the game when it comes to infogrames.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much. I think we're going to have to move on to reveal the next game. Anything you want to say before you leave?
Nope, thank you so much for hosting this event. Had a blast. Hopefully, I think I'll make it into brackets now,
You
right?
did. Yes.
Awesome.
You are officially in brackets.
Awesome. Really looking forward to that. Good luck to everyone else that's playing around 4.
Sweet. Thank you so much, and thank you, Corndan, for choosing this game. I will see... Or no,
I
you
didn't choose this game.
Whatever. It felt like you. It was me.
Don't blame me for your...
Whatever. I've had people yell at me because of this game. Like, I need to blame somebody else. Okay, I'll see you both later. Thank you, and take care.
Take care. See you later.
Bye. Well, everybody, this is Kusogr4nde, the Bad Video Game Tournament. I want to give a shout out to everybody who has followed and subscribed. Grumpmeister for resubscribing, Samurai Hitman, RAL. Thank you all so much for giving that financial support. Also, a lot of followers today. I don't have time to thank you all, but a huge heart for you. And then also thank you to everybody who has just been willing to share the love and, tell other people about the tournament. It always helps.